Hey everyone, welcome back to Entertainment Corner. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Friends 4K box set. Now, keep in mind, my review is going to be probably not the most informed. I have not watched every disc, I have not watched every episode. I mean, I've seen every episode of the show, but I haven't watched every episode on this set. I just watched the series last year. I didn't have the time or feel like going through it all again in such a short amount of time, but I have watched a few episodes, and I have seen a lot from the blu-ray.com forum in terms of screenshots from other seasons. I will say that it seems like this set is worth getting if you're a big fan, with some caveats. But let's do the unboxing first, and then I'll kind of get into my thoughts. So here on the front we have Phoebe, Chandler, Rachel, Ross, Monica, and of course Joey. You can never forget Joey. We flip it to the side, and we just have a standard looking spine. The cardboard box is nothing too thick. It's not the flimsiest I've ever felt, but it's surely not like super sturdy. And then we have the back. Pause if you'd like to read all of that. Then we have each of the cases. I do appreciate how they packaged this. We got seasons 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10, and the bonus discs, all in their own cases. I do kind of wish they had made that bonus disc Blu-ray at least in a black case, just to be uniform. And I do wish that they would have added the HBO Max special, the reunion special. That was a big missed opportunity there. As a Friends fan, I would have loved to watch that, but now I still have to get the streaming service, and if this wants to be a complete set, it would have been nice to include it. Let's first start out with season 1 and 2. We got an early picture of the crew of the Friends, and we have the spine and the back. Then we open it up and we see disc 1, season 1, disc 2 of season 1, and then discs 1 and 2 of season 2. Seasons 3 and 4. And then we got the spine and the back. I do apologize. I guess the last time I showed the spine like this and I didn't get a great view of it, but I will hold it horizontally from now on. And we have seasons 3, disc 1, disc 2, and disc 3, and then season 4, disc 1 and 2. I do like the colors, but the artwork is plain, if you can even call it artwork. And then we have seasons 5 and 6. There is the spine and the back. And we have season 5, disc 1, season 5, disc 2, season 6, disc 1, season 6, discs 2 and 3. I really don't know why some seasons are 2 discs and some seasons are 3 discs. They all have about the same episode count, but I don't know. We have seasons 7 and 8. The back, season 7, disc 1, season 7, disc 2, season 8, disc 1, and season 8, disc 2. And then seasons 9 and 10. Oh yeah. And then we have spine and the back. We have season 9, disc 1, season 9, disc 2, season 9, disc 3, and season 10, disc 1, and disc 2. Last but not least, we have the bonus discs. There's the spine and the back. We do have bonus discs 1 and 2. And it comes with a booklet detailing every episode of the entire show. And then what is on the bonus discs. Now to my review. I think season 1 looks really good, honestly. The colors are a lot better. You can tell there's a resolution jump. The clarity is there. The blacks look blacker. Highlights sometimes go a little bit too far, but honestly, overall, it's a massive improvement color-wise, mainly, and I mean resolution, but color-wise over the Blu-ray. But as you get into the later seasons, from what I've seen, they mess with some DNRing or some sort of filtering that to me kind of looked like AIE, like kind of like AI. I don't know if it really was, doesn't matter. Personally, I don't really care what tool they used. It's just, it doesn't look as good. There's some smoothing in motion. It looks kind of weird. I'm not particularly pleased with that, but I think for the color jump, ultimately it does become worth it if you really like the show, because it feels more vibrant, feels more alive. But again, it changes from season to season so much that it's like some seasons look really good, other seasons don't. I would resort to looking at the Blu-ray.com forum post about it, just to kind of form your own opinions based on the screenshots and everything people are saying. Kind of how I form my opinion on it. But from season 1, it does look like to be an improvement. Maybe not the best improvement ever. Maybe they made choices that I wouldn't have made. I think it is worth the price if you can get it for about $150. You just have the show at least in better, a better bit rate. I think the audio sounds good. I don't know. I'm not an audiophile, so I don't know much about the upgrade in sound quality, but it's not a bad set. Honestly, I was a little bit annoyed about some of the AI talk because I didn't want it to look like one of those James Cameron movies. But if you're just watching the show, it's still going to look like the show. It's still going to be funny. And I do want things to look the best that they can, but sometimes, companies make decisions I don't agree with. So it's still worth getting. It's certainly not something I would have put on my wish list for how they handled it. But the fact that we even have it in 4K is really cool. I will knock them down a few brownie points for, not including the HBO Max special, because we want that. This is supposed to be like the complete series, the complete collection. And I mean, while it's technically not a part of the original series, it would have been nice for the fans, especially for dishing out so much money. But other than that, the packaging is actually well done. And I will make this note, my season 1 disc, after a few episodes, it started skipping. It started giving visual artifacts and giving me errors. So be cautious when you buy this set. I don't know. I mean, I guess just check the discs or, something. What I'm going to do is I ordered a Ultra HD drive for my computer, and I'm going to verify every disc with VSO Inspector. Clearly, I know the first disc isn't working. Then I'm going to check every other one once it gets here, and I already sent an email out to Warner Brothers saying I need a replacement, told me what I needed to include, and I need to find out what discs are there, what discs I need to get replaced. And I don't want to send, 5-10 emails if I start watching the set and find out there's more discs with problems, so I'm nipping it in the bud. And this is my biggest critique with this set, aside from, maybe not being handled, the restoration not being handled exactly how I would have. I think that's the biggest issue is with 4Ks in general. There's a lot of instability with the plants they use, because the Mexico one that many companies from the US use seem to have poor quality control and just pump out discs that are already full of scratches or are imperfect, like bit imperfect. Not that I know too much about all the bit stuff. I'm starting to just kind of learn about it. But there's, obviously data on the disc, and then there's sectors of it that can go bad, or if it, this, that, and the other thing. It is disappointing that with such a large set, you either have to watch all of it through immediately, or you have to go out of your way, unless you already have one, to have a 4K Ultra HD drive, and they're already making that hard to get. You have to get a Blu-ray drive, flash it, and then, to get around the DRM, and then you have to sit and spend the time scanning each disc to check. And I think that's way too much work for the consumer when we're paying such a pretty penny. There needs to be better quality control, and I do appreciate that Warner Brothers is pretty smooth with the replacement program, but it's not acceptable. It's still unacceptable that I'm getting a broken, defective product after paying so much money. That is unacceptable, and I know this has happened from way more people than one, and it's not just this one set, it's not just this one company, it's people using that plant and not having good quality control, not verifying their discs before sending them out. I mean, I don't know the exact process on all of that, but if I'm receiving a defective disc, sure, mistakes, every once in a while things happen, but I'm not the only person. That needs to be fixed, but otherwise, generally speaking, I appreciate that Warner Brothers is trying to put something out. They could be giving us nothing. I'm not trying to be too pessimistic. I'm not trying to be too optimistic. It's just a middle-of-the-road release in terms of its problems, weighing its problems versus its benefits. It's worth it if you're a good fan. It's not worth it if you're just a casual fan. I fell in love with the show. It was essential for me to get this, and I'm glad I have it, but I wouldn't recommend it to people who just kind of like the show. Thank you for watching. I hope this was informative for you, and if you do want to see another video where I kind of go through the, seasons, maybe pick an episode per and just kind of go through the seasons to show how it looks kind of different, I will consider doing that. But for now, I'll just, have you take my word, and you can look up other people's reviews on it who have provided screenshots. I would offer screenshots, but I don't even have a 4K monitor, so can't even properly capture a 4K screenshot. So that'll be it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.